Salty Dogs here. We're running out Hillsborough Inlet this morning. We're in the search of a spiny Florida lobster. We're going to try to make a lobster bisque tonight, and we need some ingredients from the sea. So yeah, we're heading out. We're going to be diving anywhere from like 10 to 30 feet of water. Kind of down south, a little bit south Pompano, Fort Lauderdale area. I can't tell you where exactly, but down south from Hillsborough Inlet. So let's see how we do today, guys. Lobster of the day here. Nice. Hey, baby. We're letting it out. We're eating tonight. Hey. Hey, what's up, damn folks? Just got in from diving. It's time to make some lobster bisque. I'm gonna take the heads off the lobsters. I'm gonna boil them in a pot with some vegetables. I'll pretty much show you step by step how to do it. Great day of diving out there, man. What a day. So stay tuned. We're gonna make a delicious lobster bisque.
What did you get there?
Gotta go get my dinner.
Good boy.
We're gonna take the heads off, and the heads are gonna go in a stew. We're gonna make a soup out of that, and then we're gonna cook the tails up like sauteed, and then we'll put that at the bottom of the bowl.
All right, let's get cooking.
Big boy's already waiting for dinner.
So guys, we just twisted off the lobster heads. We're getting them ready to toss into the pot. The lobster heads, honestly, it's like making a stock. Anything you do in a chicken stock, you're doing anything like that, you're using the bones of the animal. So use the carapace of the lobster, pop that right in there. Literally, I'm just gonna take the whole head and just drop it right in the water. Both of them. So that's gonna go along with these onions, a couple bay leaves, couple bits of garlic there. We got the dogs going crazy. I hope you guys can hear me. So yeah, pretty much bay leaves, onions, lobster heads, garlic. That's the stock. We're gonna start off with that.
Pre-dinner?
No pre-dinner. Very important to get your pre-dinner in before dinner. Got some wahoo ceviche going on. Caught a wahoo on Christmas. So I made them into some ceviche.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. This time we gotta crack the lobster tails open. The only thing I really use the tails for in this is I'll saute the tails up a little bit and I'll put it at the bottom of the bowl. So you got a little crunchy piece of lobster, big chunks of lobster at the bottom. So my neighbor John gave me this big old machete basically, and it's got a metal grip at the front, so it makes it really good for slicing kingfish or doing this right here. Cracking lobster tails is what I use it for most. And then you just pull the meat away from the carapace. Easy as that. Bada bing, baby. Now we got some nice little lobster cutlets at the bottom, if you will. We're gonna fry them up just as you would some fried chicken, put them right at the bottom. So guys, what we're looking for is a pink lobster. You got a nice red lobster right now. Red lobster. Red Florida spiny lobsters in there, but you're gonna want him to turn pink, and then you know your stock's gonna be done. You're gonna be able to pull all that meat out, and then we'll kind of go from there. lobster heads in the pot, and they're whoa, a little spillage out there, a little spillage. Whoa, they're starting to get pink. I'm gonna let them go for a little bit longer and let some of that meat, all that head meat, kind of fall out on its own. And then we're gonna go through and actually take the head meat out of the legs, out of the carapace, out of the knuckles, like what connects the head to the antennas. There's a big thick piece of meat there, so we're gonna grab that out. And that will pretty much be our stock. And then we'll kind of reduce that down, and then I'll show you what we'll do after that. We're gonna mix some onions, peppers, and flour, little peeled tomatoes up in a pot. And we're gonna cook that down, blend it up, and we're gonna put it right in there. That'll be like the red base that you think of when you think of bisque. First things first, take the lobster head. Expose all that good meat that you got in the head that everybody throws away. These are actually a little hot, I'm a little cool. Crush it all up. Mutton snapper would love that. That's very hot. Let that cool. Let's check out how much freaking meat's in these legs. Ooh. So you just take that away from the ligament. So this is all the meat we got out of the lobster head. Pretty much like half a little bowl of meat. So we're gonna pop that right inside the broth. Just let it marinate in there. Make sure you get it all that wasted meat, guys. Just imagine if you were to make lobster bisque or take the time to take the meat out of the lobster heads, you could probably feed yourself, I don't know, at least one more time with a good load of lobster. Starting the veggies here. We're gonna put a little olive oil. I think people do like that. Hot, 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 hot. Tell you what, guys, this lobster bisque is coming right along. We got the stock going. We just dumped all the bits from the head that I pulled out. I got red, orange, yellow peppers. I got onions, yellow onions, and garlic. So we're gonna cover that, let them steam, and come back to that probably about 20 minutes, and then throw that in the blender. Actually, we're gonna throw some peeled tomatoes in there, throw that in the blender, and then that's going right in the stock. Yeah, baby. The veggies we spoke about steaming are now steamed. And we're going to add some, I like using Cento, the San Marzano peeled tomatoes, and pour the whole can right in there. The only other thing I'm going to do to this pan before I go to blend up everything, the contents of this pan, is throw a little flour in there to thicken it up. So I'm going to dump the tomatoes into the steamed vegetables, and then I am going to put a little bit of flour, and then put everything in the blender, blend it up, and put it in the stock. Ooh. I got the vegetables, the peeled tomatoes, the flour, it's all in here, garlic, all that. Just gonna send it through a little round. That's what you want. I bet you're wondering where that red color is gonna come from, the bisque. It's coming from right here. All right. All blended right into the broth. And we're almost done. We're gonna mix that up, and I have 1 or 2 more steps. So pretty much the final steps. We're closing in on almost eating our bisque. I got all the chunks from the tail. I got them all seasoned up, Old Bay, garlic powder, all the goods. I'm gonna throw those in the pan. Just gonna let those just marinate. Just let them fry up real quick, get nice and crispy. I'm gonna put those at the bottom of the bowl when I go to pour the bisque in. Right now I'm just kind of reducing the bisque down. I got it on like medium heat, just kind of letting the steam, all the excess water fly off of it, just kind of thicken it up. And the last thing I'm going to do with this bisque before actually pouring it into my bowl is I'm going to add some heavy whipping cream. Just a little bit. It's kind of going to give it that pinky, orangey color that you expect from a bisque. So yeah, just a little bit. Boom. That's probably going to be good. I'm going to stir it up, see what we're looking like. Kind of see it go from that orangish color to a little pinky orange. Got that thickness to it, so that's pretty much going to be it. I'm going to reduce it down a little bit. I'm going to add these little cracklings in there, and then we're going to eat. Go about plating up this way. I'm going to take a consistency, color, all that. Got your bisque, got your fried down in there. Piece de resistance, of course. You need to throw a little bit of French bread in there. And that's your lobster bisque, salty dog style.